Hi, I'm Zoe. Welcome to Touched by Zoe. So I wanted to do a video about some moments in my life, and the idea for this came from the other day. I was looking through my wardrobe for what to wear. I did come across a t-shirt. It's my favourite t-shirt, and I can't wear it anymore because of a moment that happened, but I'll get to that one. I was going to call these awkward moments, but after a bit more thought, I've decided to call them inappropriate moments, because some of these are some extremely inappropriate things that strangers have come up to me and said to me or done to me, and I think it's important to point these out. And they're not awkward, they're inappropriate. I've picked out 5 particular moments that I think I probably remember the most. There's definitely a lot more, but these are the ones that came to me first when I was thinking about them and writing down some notes. So, number 1, and this isn't in any order of least to worst or anything, I've sort of gone in a timeline from early on to the latest thing. So number 1 was, I remember I went to a market. We were on about 9 or 10. My friend Fiona, I've been friends with since I was 4. We did everything together growing up. We walked to a market, and I think Mum had given me probably about $10 to spend there, and I really liked this handcrafted doll, and I said, oh, that's really cute. How much is that? It's $15. I was like, oh, I can't afford that, never mind, I'll get something else. The man overheard me say that I liked it, and he stepped over and was like, oh, I'll buy that for you. I said, oh, no thank you, that's fine, you don't need to do that. And he said, no, I really want to, I want to buy that for you. Please let me buy it. And as he was saying that, the woman was picking up the doll, asking me what colour I wanted, and I'm like, no, I don't want it, thank you. The man then told me, I said to him, my parents will be cross if you buy that for me. I feel like if I take this home, I'm going to get in trouble. He told me to lie and say that a relative or family friend bought it, and I'm thinking, well, that's dumb. You're going to ask who? They know relatives and friends. So by this time I was getting a bit upset and didn't know really how to handle that. This woman was still asking me what one I wanted. He was handing over money, a bag was getting it. I'm like, no. I was looking at Fiona, and Fiona and I were just like, just run. So we just ran away and just ran home. That made me feel just really awkward and wrong. I didn't like that at all. Number 2, when I was 18 and 19, I lived on res at uni, and every Wednesday night was uni night, and we'd go out clubbing. One night at the Gal in good old Warrnambool, there was a man there, an old man, and he kept approaching me and trying to give me money. This has happened a lot. It freaks me out a little bit. I don't like it, and I felt really awkward, and he wouldn't let up. He just kept persisting, trying to give me this money. I can't remember how much it was, but it was a significant amount, and I kept saying, you don't know, thank you. No, I don't need that. Please stop. I was polite in the beginning, and then I got more and more upset and was really visibly not liking the situation. Leave the car, my friends were following me and saying, don't leave, basically don't go out there by yourself, he might follow you. And yeah, it was all very awkward. Continued persisting to give me this money, following me everywhere. My friend just ended up snatching the money off him and saying, right, drinks for everyone. Went to the bar and bought as many shots as she could. Yeah, and then I don't know what he did after that. I don't remember. Maybe, hopefully he left. We all had a good night. Number 3, I was out for lunch with a friend and a waitress came over to us and said to me, I don't really want to do this, but a man over there has asked me to give you this money. And sort of, okay. She tried to hand me the money. I just said, look, please take it back to him and tell him, thank you very much, but it's not necessary. Yeah, it wasn't much. And I don't know, I didn't see who the man was or anything, but that's inappropriate. I don't need your money. Thank you. She told me he wanted me to put it in the pokies. Number 4 is religious people. They're a special kind of person, aren't they? Religious people constantly seem to feel they can approach me and to bless me, pray over me, to remind me that Jesus loves me. And not just Catholic and Christian religious people, it can be even just spiritual people, anyone with a belief of a higher divinity. One day I was coming home from being out and about and I'd seen these Jehovah's Witnesses down my street, and I know they saw me get out of the car, got a taxi. A few minutes later there was a knock on my door and a lady yelling out, Zoe, are you home? So I thought it just must be someone I know, so I went and answered the door, and no, stranger Jehovah's Witness lady and her friend and her Jehovah's friend, and she proceeded to talk to me like she knew me, kept calling me by my name and just trying to have a chit chat, and proceed to show me her pamphlets and things, and I ended up in a bit of a probably about 10-minute conversation with her, kind of arguing, I guess, about her beliefs and my beliefs, but I knew the whole thing was pointless, and I have an automatic front door, so I can press a button and it will just shut. So got a bit sick of talking to her, so I pressed the button and said, sorry, door says no, as it closed on her and pushed them out of the way. But yeah, I really felt like she had tricked me into answering the door. I know she found out my name from my neighbour after she'd seen me get home and get out of the taxi. And yeah, I felt tricked, and she definitely had an agenda there to remind me of God and his love, always when being out. And I've been approached by people like that. Fiona, again, usually has always been a good guard for that kind of thing. I have many memories of being in Melbourne, and she's just often stepped between me and someone running towards me with a Bible and stuff like that. So yeah, often I haven't even noticed it's happening because she's been saying, you know, Zoe, just don't look, just keep going, just go fast now, get away from this person. And yeah, she's a good protector. Number 5 really affected me. Number 5. Okay. Number 5. Number 5. So this is probably the most recent inappropriate moment I've had. And I mean inappropriate. It was beginning of last year, and I was out for lunch with one of my support workers, and we were sitting outside because it was summer and it was a lovely day, and a very loud lady was coming down the street, and the second she saw me, she approached me and seemed to be fascinated by the t-shirt I was wearing. She seemed to think it had a reference to her favourite football team, which I'm guessing was Collingwood because the t-shirt's black and white. But it was just a white t-shirt with a black print of a Japanese crane and some Japanese stuff on it. It's my favourite t-shirt. But yeah, she was exclaiming, "Oh, I love your t-shirts. Oh, it's beautiful, it's amazing. Oh, you must be vote for Collingwood, eh?" So that I was just being polite to her and say, "Oh, thank you, yeah. No, I don't follow football. Sorry, it's not a Collingwood t-shirt." But she kept going on about it, and she wouldn't move on and kept talking with us, and then she said, "Oh, I think you're amazing and I want to give you a kiss. Can I give you a kiss?" And I just straight away said, "No, absolutely not, please don't do that." And she said, "Oh, I'm going to do it anyway," and leaned in and kissed me on the cheek. And I was absolutely disgusted and horrified that she had just blatantly ignored what I'd said. I didn't want her anywhere near me, and I felt really violated. And I think it's reminded me how vulnerable I am, but there was absolutely nothing I could do. I can't move out the way. I can't lean out of her way or step backwards, or I can't even push her off me. And it was just horrible. I was just left feeling horrible, and I just wanted her to go away. And yeah, after that she just happily went off down the street, just happy as anything. And yeah, I was mortified. And at the time, I was probably a little bit upset that the support worker I was with didn't do something. Like, I had the thoughts of her shoving her or something, but I think it did happen so fast, and none of us expected something like that to have happened. And yeah, she was just as shocked as I was. So yeah, that was a horrible moment, definitely inappropriate, and now I can't wear that t-shirt anymore. Which is, yeah, that's how the idea for this video came, was when I saw that t-shirt in my cupboard, and I thought, probably need to do a video about that and let people know some moments, inappropriate moments. Those are probably my 5 most vivid moments, inappropriate moments, extremely inappropriate moments. But it is only some stories. There's definitely other things, and it's been happening my whole life, and not just to me either. If you watch some other disabled YouTubers, you're going to hear more stories. It happens to every disabled person, and I believe people do these things to make themselves feel better. They either feel guilty or bad. Seeing someone with a disability can make people feel a lot of different things, and one of them might be that being disabled to them is unimaginable, and it must be the worst thing in the world that you have to deal with, and they obviously think they can't deal with that. Doing these things to people with disabilities makes them feel better. This kind of thinking definitely needs to change, because the behaviour really is extremely inappropriate. People need to see that disability isn't a bad thing, and that people with disabilities are coping with their lives very well. It's not something that needs to be pitied or looked down on or to be afraid of. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to leave me any comments. You can also follow me on Instagram if you'd like, at Touched by Zoe. Yep, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.